can't left Naruto to be as a lonely kid even after becoming a Jinchuriki. That will change in life in a very bad way. Tsunade saying loud. Jiraiya understand that and say, I also think that so. So what we can do? How can we save Naruto's life and make him turn good? Because if we leave him in this position itself, it will be very bad for him. So hello, welcome guys to a new what if. That is, what if both Tsunade and Jiraiya raised Naruto? So as always, we'll jump right into it. So for this what if to be possible, there's only one scenario. As we already know that Jiraiya is the sensei of Minato himself and was one of them. And if Jiraiya was not going out, he would rather take Naruto in his own custody that he was willing to. But due to the old mission that he do and his own nature, he left it out and leave it to Hiruzen himself. But in this scenario, we will see that not only Jiraiya being the teacher of Minato, but Tsunade will also be the teacher of Kushina. And Kushina will also try to master many medical ninjutsu, but due to his nine-tailed chakra, she couldn't because of the whole interference of his chakra with her own chakra. That make her become a little bit weak in medical ninjutsu, but still she was one of the best because her high amount of willpower and his own chakra reserve was able to do that. So when both Minato and Naruto were been fighting with Danzo and Minato being leaving his own kid at his house. So the Obito captured him and the nine-tail attack happened. So to save Naruto, Kushina jumped to save him. So did Minato himself. So to save his own child and his father, Kushina tried to heal him, but Minato says it's all in vain. We can rather stop this nine-tail or you heal me and I will die rather and we both not be able to save. So I'm doing my rastas. I'm leaving this will to raise Naruto in a better way to both our sensei that are Tsunade and Jiraiya. Hope they understand about it. So he leave the note right then and there to the other shinobi that is standing. Say, Hokage, what are you doing to go to save us from that? This beast cannot be stopped. Let the third Hokage came. You both can control it. At that time, Minato laugh and say, we don't want to stop him. We want a new Jinchuriki. And that will be my own kid. At that time, Minato will seal the half part of Naruto, half part of Nine-Tailed Fox in Naruto, and half part to himself and die at the right. The shinobi that is been guarding Minato for a very long time cry a lot. Why, Hokage, why do you do so? We may have saved him and you both, but as Hokage, he need to do so. So he take the last responsibility to tell the last wishes of both Kushina and Minato to tell Jiraiya and Tsunade about it. So when he tell to Hiruzen, he understand about the willpower of Minato, that what he was thinking about, and seeing Naruto as an orphan and also being a nine-tailed Jinchuriki, make a plan that will call them both. But they both be outside the village for a very long time. So the search became. But when the whole news spread of Minato and Kushina dying, they both come back to the village seeing their grandson because they considered them as their own child, and Minato and Kushina being very close to them make them cry at their death. So when the shinobi came and said the last wish of them, they both cried and say, we are accepting that pose. At that time, both Jiraiya and Tsunade will look at them both and say, what we both are been trying to do. Can't raise him separately as he is the one and only kid. Can't leave their both respectful will to leave that all alone. We need to be together to raise them, because as being one father or one mom will not be having a very great influence on both Naruto himself and Jiraiya also understand that. So they make a pledge that they would be together. But when Jiraiya was trying to have a pervy eye on him, he slapped him. Is this the right time to do so? We are making a joke. At that time, Jiraiya becomes serious and say, no matter what it happened, it make me my death anything as possible. I would be the first to protect Naruto no matter what and what will happen. At that time, they both goes to Hiruzen and say, we want to adopt Naruto. So when Hiruzen say, okay, I will accept it, but can't let the Jinchuriki out of a village for a very long time. and you both being a scavenger all along your life, and you have chosen this life. We are no one to restrict you, but as an Hokage, I cannot also let the Jinchuriki to go out. They both realize and say, we are also thinking to settle down because to raise this child in a better way and to him become a great shinobi, we need to be in the village and Naruto to be in a stable place all the time. So we are both marrying each other. At that time, they both will eye over it because they both speak it at the same time. They both emotion go out loud and say, it's all for Naruto, it's all for Naruto. At that time, they both will engage in adopting Naruto at the same time. All villagers will be respectful from them because Naruto has now become the Sanin kid and was be called as the Sanin kid. Because of them being very strong as well, Naruto will be very attached to them. And as they both being very high level of Junin themselves and one of the legendary ninjas that we all know is Sanin, so they will also take the duty to raise Naruto so that they can earn very good money by doing so the work of shinobi. But at the same time, Hiruzen will also be thinking about passing on his Hokage heritage. But seeing Naruto age and don't want to destroy his old childhood, he will restrict him to himself and say, I know the next Hokage will become from these both only. So I would rather leave it right now because it's not the right time or the right age for Naruto to facing a catastrophic damage, that is his father or mother become Hokage and being leaving him for most time. He need both care and support. So he restrict them both to a very low level. Ninja mission that may pay high, but the risk factor is very low, and so that they can raise Naruto for a longer period of time. So for the training of Naruto, it will start at the age of 4. So being the control over the Nine-Tailed Fox and being by seal by Reaper that seal, as Jiraiya already know, he realized that it will take nearly 4 to 6 years to replenish this. So we're leaving him to be sealed at the better place. But whenever it go heavy on him, the Nine-Tail become large. He also try to learn the 8 diagram seal in a very much better way. So reading many Uzumaki. So now being in Uzumaki blood, he also think that I would rather try to teach him how to use a chain so that he can control a Nine-Tail inside him much better. But this is not the right time to do so. So Tsunade will be taking a major maturity and will be retiring as an shinobi for 1 to 2 years so that she can train Naruto wholly and fully. Because being a mother, she was very attached to him and being trying to see him as his own kid that he was never was able to born. So she tried to teach him to control chakra, but the Nine-Tail being burning inside him and becoming more and more chakra eating, he was not able to. That frustrates Tsunade, but as being his kid, she started to understand that it's all the Nine-Tail doing it. So she tried to make him harder and harder to learn and try to make Naruto a better medical ninja and make the Naruto to teach in a better way. At the same time, whenever Jiraiya came, he also teach him how to use his chakra in an offensive way. And Naruto will also be learning some of the strong face chakra build up that Tsunade usually do and will be very strong at that time when both Jiraiya and Naruto will be training. At that time, Naruto will say, Dad, I want to show you something new that mom may tell. At that time, Jiraiya think that she might have teach him how to use some medical ninjutsu. So he let it go. At that time when they were doing taijutsu battle, Naruto activates his strong face and do build up chakra, and due to having a very huge chakra resource, punch directly in the field and destroy the whole garden then and there. At that time, Jiraiya realized that his ample amount of chakra will make a very discrepancy because the strong face style make Naruto to use a very huge amount of chakra and destroy the time Jiraiya chuckled. If it would not been dodged by me, it would have really hurt very hard because he was not holding back anything. At that time, he choked Naruto to his back and say, we should stop that right now. So both Jiraiya and Tsunade will confront each other. You should at least tell me that you have teach Naruto about it. At that time, Tsunade laughed. Oh, he may have hit you very hard. that time Jiraiya killed in your dreams. At that time, he tells that he has destroyed the whole field that has been we were training on. And if it would have hit me, it would do a lot of damage and may severely damage the reputation of Naruto at the same time. So they both agree to teach Naruto together and both be informed in a better way and to both being in a better position to learn about Naruto. So here we leave for now. Do hit 15 likes or 4 stars because I'm giving it somewhat of wavier because I want a next part of it because it's very close to me and want to see the next part, but I want to make a like goal so that I also know about that you like the series or not. So share with all the community that you know, for all friends and family who like anime content in general. And as always, goodbye.